nobody, nobody seems to be really, really satisfied. We are living in a world that is instant. Instant tea, instant coffee, instant vending machines. And not only that, but we are just considered foremost as consumers. As if the only reason we are here on earth is to consume, to eat, to drink, to spend money, to use our money on pleasurable activities, buying and buying and buying for our needs and beyond our needs, and then pour out the whole lot after some 1 or 2 weeks into charity shops, because frankly we didn't need all this stuff. But we are able to do these things, to consume and eat and drink, because all this stuff is available. When I went to Nigeria, I couldn't find sausage. I could not find meat, the kind that I was used to. I couldn't find apples. All these things disappeared. Yes, there were lots of foodstuffs, different ones, but I had to get used to them. And in the process, my appetite, that was not already very big, shrank. I ended up eating very little. But just imagine that you were left on a desert island, where you have nothing. You have to find ways of eating and drinking. So you start learning how to find water, a brook, a rivulet. You have to find wild grapes, wild berries and fruits. You have to use leaves and try your luck. Make sure that you don't get poisoned. The first month I was in Nigeria, I was left on my own. I was not yet married, and I went to the market looking for lettuce. I saw something that was looking like it. I decided to buy it, and the seller was looking at me with amusement. She was wondering why on earth I wanted to buy that. As for me, I had no idea. I thought it was lettuce. Until I went back, opened it, washed it, and took a bite, only to discover that that leaf was completely unedible as it was. I didn't know that I'd bought something that could only be eaten after being washed and washed and washed and cooked. And that is an experience. So the issue is, what do you really, really need? I recently read a book written by a Frenchman, but is translated in English too. He decided to leave Paris and go into Siberia for 6 months. Spend the whole winter there until June. And the issue for him was, before going to that cabin where he was going to spend winter all alone, what was what he really, really needed? And it's interesting to read that book and find out how he chose carefully what he needed, because once there, he couldn't make it out until the end of the experience. I suggest that, first of all, to live without trouble, we need air. Because if you have no air, you cannot breathe. Secondly, you need water. There is no record of anyone that survived long without drinking. Thirdly, you need food. You can live without food for some days, probably up to 40, maybe 45 days, after which you start having problems. You need light, because light produces vitamins in you, vitamin D and others. And you need also an atmosphere of peace to be the real you, to be fully yourself and thrive. So now, how do you get all this? You cannot buy oxygen. Thankfully, it's readily available. You just open your mouth or your nose. But there is no manual in our bookshops that offers the whole total to you, that will tell you this is how to stay alive. It will tell you how to meet friends and influence people. It will tell you how to eat well, how to exercise, how to keep fit, and all the rest. How to do. But there is no one that offers the whole package. And not only a package that is physical, but a package that answers both your physical, emotional, material, spiritual, intellectual needs. The whole that you need as a human being, including meeting others. There's only one person that offers it all. And the wonderful thing is, it's free of charge. Absolutely free. Like everything else that he gives. I'm talking about Jesus, the Christ. He lived on earth, but he's still alive today, beyond what we see. Invisible, but always present. And he said that he is the light of the world. And he is the one that created light. He's the source of light. And he's also the source of life. He said it. I'm life. I give life. He cannot create anyone. If all the scientists have created bacteria and poisons and viruses, they have never created a life. They couldn't out of nothing. Even those sperm and ovules, once they are in the bottle, they don't survive long. They need God. You cannot create life. And Jesus said, I am life. He said also, that is the bread of life. So he is our food. He gives food. He gave food to his people in the wilderness. He gave food to Elijah when Elijah was very, very hungry. He gives food, physical and spiritual. In France, we talk about bread and wine being the two components of life at its core. Jesus said, I am the bread of life. He said that he's the water of life. He offers the water of life. He said, come to me if you are thirsty, and I'll give you water. Out of you, out of your depth, will pour out water, rivers of living water that will never stop. Continuing pouring out, so that you can give others, and you become like a fountain. He gives us light, and we become light in him. Just like if you put a candle on a stand, the whole place becomes light. He gives everything that we need. And above all, he gives us peace, the fantastic atmosphere that we all need to thrive. So, you don't need to go to shop, no need to go online. Just open the Bible, come to Jesus as you are, and tell him, please, I need food, I need light, I need peace, I need joy, I need water. I need everything that you have created necessary for me. and you receive. And you receive with joy. Bless you.